the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Mary Archwell is their foundation. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. That's the one I just did here. Now this is the part where I change completely different topic now. Okay, I still have time. That should have been on a different video, but since I have time, I'm gonna squeeze it here. Okay, so this is American TV revisiting Jeremy Clarkson article about Princess Meghan as published by The Sun and the UK. The memory of that article still makes my blood boils. Okay, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Let's listen.
What the heck was he thinking by saying that? And how does he still have his job? Or am I
Jobs,
being-
plural.
jobs?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it shows the power that certain people have, and also the consumerism of degrading women, and also the violence against women. Because Camilla, the Queen Consort or whatever, just had lunch with this person, and there seems to be a sign-off by these words being published in the Sun that this is okay. And I believe Camilla has an initiative about protecting women or the endangerment of women, and this seems like something volatile enough to constitute the endangerment of a woman who, BT dubs, what has Meghan Markle done?
I know.
Like, honestly, what has she done other than exist and marry a man that you don't feel that she's deserving of? Because at the root of all of this, that's what it's giving.
I think we all know what Prince Andrew's done.
Right.
I wonder if there's an article about him.
Right.
I'm very curious.
I also have to say, like what Erica said, when you hate someone on us, I get that he's a provocateur. I know who he is. People are like, oh, he says stuff like this all the time.
But he doesn't write op-eds.
That's the thing. People are trying, the derangers, they trying to normalize this type of behavior. The pedophile, they want to normalize it. Talking down to women, they want to normalize it. Beating up on women, they want to normalize it. And this is why I say in the UK, they have all of their bases covered. They have all of their bases covered. Because during Meghan Markle's time, you don't see these charities, this organization spoke up against the nonsense that was being done. Nobody. This is why I gave Hugh Jackman, even though he's not in the UK, I believe he's an Australian, you know, who speak up when Meghan was talking about her mental health, and then the UK was bashing on her. And then Hugh Jackman, I believe he sponsor or he represent, I don't know, a spokesperson for a charity about mental health, and he came out and spoke about that. Okay, I give him huge credit for that. Because during that time, many of these people, you realize when there's so much hate going on, when you speak defending Meghan, the hate, you know, they drive the hate toward you. So for him to speak up, I commend him for that. Okay, so yeah, let me move it back slightly.
I also have to say, like what Erica said, when you hate someone on us, I get that he's a provocateur. I know who he is. People are like, oh, he says stuff like this all the time.
But he doesn't write op-eds.
Right, and when he says this about someone who already has that much vitriol, when you hate someone on a cellular level, even if you're joking, again, where was there the fight between these two people? What did she ever do? So what Erica is saying really truly is, they, and you said it before, they're proving her point. She does nothing and they eat her alive, throwing excrement at her as
I
she
didn't
walks.
read that part.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
But it's important. It's so dirty and vile and violent. And you can say I'm overreacting, but I think it's reckless for someone who is a target. Like
I have the same visceral reaction as you two.
I think we can lose sight of like who, you know, obviously all the vitriol is directed towards this person, as it should be, but don't forget he did this because he had permission.
Yes.
You don't write an article about this. You don't write anything about
It's in the Sun.
the royalty without permission. You don't do this. This is the boss letting you know that you can.
He brought a point. I wish I could hear more of this. Okay, the UK is the second most miserable place in the world, with one Central Asian country taking top spot. It's giving they have been exposed. The Queen Consort of the UK, serving as patron of an organization designed to protect women, is the joke of the century and an insult to women. Okay, I'm glad they call out the Queen because she is definitely Queen Consort, twin a marriage. I'm glad they call out Queen Consort twin a marriage because she is definitely giving the green light for the abuse by all the British columnists to write this trash and disrespectful articles about Meghan, thus bringing down the UK. Okay, because people are not speaking up. Okay, when it really matters. Well, the one that did regarding the uncle, I call it out as well. Why didn't you speak out when the tabloid was going after Meghan? Okay, I'm so glad they are talking about this. Sunshine is the best disinfectant. Most people in America have never heard this before. Yep. This sadness me and I have tears in my eyes. Okay, she's right. Camilla, champion of abused women. I bet she's been abused herself, has lunch with Clarkson, who goes on to abuse Meghan, and Camilla says nothing to save her own skin because she's hated in the UK as a marriage wrecker. It's an infinity cycle of hate. Yeah, because of what she's done, she's trying to bring others down along with her. But people, people shuffle through her BS and find out this is her doing. Okay, spot on those haters, and Charles too, because he's the king. He should have said something. Okay, those haters have lost their mind because we are putting pressures on them by exposing them to the world. Okay, there's the mic here. Jeremy is disgusting, like most Brits. Next tweet. Not all Brits, okay? Not all Brits. It's just many of the well-minded people, they don't have the platform. When they do, sometimes, especially on those radio stations, they speak it. Come on, I'm trying to. Why I cannot find it? Okay, there it is here. Okay, next tweet. So I retweeted myself here because I believe she blacked her comments. So I retweeted it out so I could read mine. Okay, she said thank you, and I said including charities who claim to be supportive of women, they all were. Okay, they zipped their mouth. Okay, so let's listen to this video. Let's go into it so it could be bigger.
When news articles were saying that we need to be more sensitive and we need to watch what we say about these people in the public light, that's when I had to double down, because I don't remember any of you holding back when it came to good old Meghan.
I don't even remember them even trying to hold back. How about that?
Exactly.
Do you know what they tried? Because
No,
I didn't.
they didn't.
I didn't see.
When Meghan was saying that she was suffering with her mental health, actually suffering with her mental
Okay,
health.
so there's
said
the
that
thing.
she was
There's the thing that I was talking about, the mental health kind of thing. Nobody said anything. They actually, well, they did say something, but not in the way a well-minded people would, to comfort her and provide her with help, but instead they're mocking her. They're making fun of her. Okay, so this is the direction the UK is, and you're saying the UK is the most miserable country. Like, if you have people in position who has platform, instead of putting something positive out there every freaking day, negative. I mean, how are you supposed people to feel? Alright, let me move it back. I'm not sure where these two ladies are from, if it's the UK, because they have that accent. It could be, but anyway, let me move it back.
I didn't see.
When Meghan was saying that she was suffering with her mental health, actually suffering with her mental health, she said that she was considering suicide. You guys double down, just because Kate's been in a, I don't know,
We
she's
don't know
been having
what.
a,
We don't know
she's
what.
probably been having a skin peel or something. When news articles were saying
All right, so that's it. There's no comment. All the other comments are retweet. Can I see them? View, quote, retweet. Let's see some of them here, if I could. All right, everyone around the world sees what's going on. Test the royal family and their minions, and the British media continue as if they are wearing clothes. Okay, so there's mine here. I read it already. Let's pause this. Preach, girl, preach. The wicked are never like to drink from the poison they feed to other people. Check out season video. There's that. Absolutely not. Means, but let's move on to the next one. Now this is regarding Joe Rogan. Okay, Joe Rogan about to be dethroned again, this time by a relaunch. The squad are laughing. The princess is coming. Okay, Archetype by Meghan is now the #2 podcast on Apple in all categories. OMG. Okay, so there's that here. She's #2 and Joe Rogan is #1. Okay, and the thing is that it's a relaunch. Remember, when it first launched, the first time it came out, it dethroned him. Now it's creeping up to dethrone him again. Okay, my favorite was Serena, Mandy, Mariah. Okay, Apple Podcast charts as of Saturday 9th, okay, yesterday, March 15, 23 UK time. Easy to check on your Apple device if you own one. Hope this helps. Okay, so there it is here. All right, that's an ad. So let's move on. I'm literally an hour now. There will be some stuff I think I'll be cutting out because I left the video recording while I was doing something else. Okay, next tweet. This is my last one. Too little too late for Woulda, coulda, shoulda Island. If Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were still working royals, they'd basically be leading the show right now. Quote, they desperately need him and nobody could have foreseen the set of circumstances that would expose that so dramatically. I mean, only the UK didn't see that coming. The squad warned them in many ways and different ways, but you guys thought you were on top of the world, so hey. Alright, but that's why they almost unalived them and drove them out, because Harry and Meghan were leading the show and left behind couldn't handle it. The media helped the racist royals make the mad they can know. Was it Willie in it? What's that word here? Alright. The media helped the racist royals make the mad they can know. I don't know what this is in it. They never value Prince Harry when he was single. That's right. That's true. And it became worse when he got married. It is a toxic institution that doesn't want anyone to shine more than the heir. And You know what? If the heir, I'm not saying this person is wrong. I agree with them 100% or her. If the heir was doing something, this is the thing here. He's not doing anything. Look at this. Harry left. The father's sick. Where is he? This is his time to shine. Right? Where is he? What is he doing? So for him to feel that way, and there's one tweet I remember I responded to, and I say, actually I will look for it after I finish with this, is that he put a nail on the coffin to make sure Harry doesn't think of coming back. I'll look for it after this because this is my last one. I'll read some of these here. They never valued Prince Harry when he was single, and it became worse when he got married. It is a toxic institution that doesn't want anyone to shine more than the heir. They only use you and then dump you. Thank God that they left. Okay. Worst part is it was foreseen. There's the thing here. The squad saw it. Okay. The general public could see how much they were needed and how much impact they were making. The royal family saw it too and were so jealous they pushed them out so they could have the spotlight for themselves. Now they're crying. This is the thing that I just said. Okay, I said this a few days ago. All right, let's see here. If Harry and Meghan were there, the world wouldn't even notice that the others are missing. That's true. I think I shared that tweet with you before. The UK got what they deserve. You should have treated Princess Meghan better. There's that here. What do they mean? No one could have foreseen the set of circumstances that lay bare the fact. May not have foreseen the illness, but everyone looking objectively saw that what is there now was subpar a long time before now. What is it? And some old videos, the thumbnails that I have, they have a ton of vision. They didn't care. They didn't see the ripple effect of any of their action and behavior. They were ton of vision into their subject. Okay, so there's this here. The number of likes when I saw your tweet, lol 666. No way in hell they'll work for the Devil Island ever again. There's this here. I circled the 666 here. Okay, after these that set, let me read bottom up. They wanted the biracial daughter-in-law and her offsprings out so bad that they didn't foresee the Duke living with her and their son. Racism made them do it. What's funny is they're leading the show regardless. And they're giving more reason too. When I said they, it's the firm. They're giving more reasons for to abolish them pretty much. Okay, lots of people foresaw a scenario exactly like this currently timeline. I believe Queen Elizabeth II saw it. That grand entrance that Harry and Meghan did during, what was it? Was it the Jubilee or something? Okay. I think that was a gesture from the Queen to allow to see, or should I say, the direction the firm should have gone. Okay, except Harry and Meghan. But hey, Chucky listened to that three in a marriage toxic mindset. Oh well.
So by sending Harry and Meghan, Britain has dispatched its most powerful diplomatic weapon from its royal armoury.
Yes, it's me. And you guys are angry about it. Oh my God, I make y'all feel that. Well, this will not take long. Well, I just wanted to pop up here and show y'all how I'm doing.
So by sending Harry and Meghan, Britain has dispatched its most powerful diplomatic weapon from its royal armoury.
I'm doing great. I'm looking great. I'm feeling great, you know. I'm over here very booked and busy while you bitches over here are still looking raggedy and not doing shit. Wow. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm not going anywhere. So talk your shit, you shitholes. You can't defeat a bad bitch. You just cannot do that. I rise above that. Ew. So I just want to say, hey, and that I'm here to stay, and you're going to be mad every day. Success.
It's interesting, I think. They have certainly been given a bit of a procession on their own, and that is, I think that's interesting. I think that's something Her Majesty the Queen will have probably had a hand in. They haven't just walked in with other members of the royal family. They have had a moment to process.
Because all these things are choreographed carefully, aren't they, in that way? And
as someone close to the Queen said very recently, nothing happens by chance.
So by sending Harry and Meghan, Britain has dispatched its most powerful diplomatic weapon from its royal armoury. So in Morocco's capital tonight, Meghan finds herself in her third continent in less than a week, and there is more flying tomorrow into the Atlas Mountains. The Duchess will have to stop travelling before her due date, but no sign of it just yet.
Okay, lots of people foresaw a scenario exactly like this currently timeline. I believe Queen Elizabeth II saw it as Prince Philip before he died. I, for one, was baffled as to what the F-Chuck, Bully, and the men in grey suit were thinking and pushing Harry and Meghan out.
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, you've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. No royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between, a compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover. I'd consulted with several palace veterans, people who knew the inner workings of the monarchy and its history, and they all said option 3 was best for all parties. Meg and I living elsewhere part of the year, continuing our work, retaining security, returning to Britain for charities, ceremonies, events. Sensible solution, these palace veterans said, and eminently doable. But the family, of course, pushed me to take option 1. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing, announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
Okay, the only foreseen thing about this is that Harry stuck a his guns and is making a success for himself. They thought he'll leave Meghan and go crawling back. Oh, they show pictures, all sort of things to what they expect Harry and Meghan to be once they left the institution. They were beggars, they were working at McDonald's and all of that. That's the image they had. If this, if Harry and Meghan were struggling, they'll be happy. They'll be on top of the world, laughing at them. This is what they want. But instead, they don't get that. Harry and Meghan have their focus. They're doing their thing and they mind their own business. And then the left behinders, the toxic island, is pissed about that. What did I say I wanted to go into? Oh, my comment. Let me go search for it. Hopefully. Okay, so this was someone else who tweeted that, and I responded to it. I'm surprised I didn't see it under. Okay, oh, this one was from Henry VIII. All right. This is Henry VIII. Literally everyone could foresee this happening. The royals who work are all in their 70s. The royals don't even do the bare minimum. Everyone not completely up to respective royal ass knew that the sheer numbers weren't looking great for the firm since Harry. Okay. There's the thing I just read here, and this is my response to it. Okay, Billy Baby Boy got the best in the business to make sure Harry was totally out of the firm. He puts multiple nails on the coffin for the firm to literally make sure Harry doesn't even think about returning. He wanted the spotlight. He has the entire island to himself to shine. Harry has the world. Okay, so if you follow me, you probably will see in these videos already. And I say recognizing the true trader. Okay, the true trader. That's what TTT stand for, of the UK. That's him, because he literally bring Simon Case, okay, to help draft a legal binding. I think it is binding because the court accepted it. It wasn't a lawsuit, it was a review. The court accepted it, so yeah, I guess it's legally binding, okay, to get Harry out of there. Okay, so there it is here. The civil servant did his job for the heir. All right, he wrote the document, okay, to push Harry out because William, the heir, okay, who should be shining right now, hire him to do it. So he did it, and Harry's out. All right. There's someone who comment under it. Basically, William and Camilla fighting for the spotlight. The man wanted so bad that even cut off his own brother. He better be careful because Camilla, the devil, will bury them all one at a time. She played the long game. Okay, so there's me here. In my humble opinion, his action is probably the doing of said three in the marriage. The action meaning like to get Harry out of there. Okay, Billy Baby Boy didn't understand the assignment and the pattern of the witch's behavior. He eliminated the sole person who had his back. Now he has that witch to fight on his own. His problem. Okay, so one person like it. Alright, so that's all I have. And I'm very surprised. It's actually an hour. Okay, I did everything. So let's do a prayer for the Sussexes. Prayer for, I don't know, good riddance. Why am I thinking of that? Let's see what pops up. Good riddance. Let's see if there's anything. All right, it popped up in my mind. I just type it. Okay, let's pick an image. Okay, this is the only one. Let's see here. God says, the reason some people have turned against you and walked away from you without reason has nothing to do with you. It is because I have removed them from your life because they cannot go where I am taking you next. Oh my Lord! This fits perfectly. They will only hinder you in your next level because they have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming, says the Lord. Oh my Lord. It reminded me of what, that's something, I do not have it, but Tyler Perry had said. All right. Well, something about altitude or something. Maybe I do have it, but I don't know where it is.
And I don't care how many doors slam, because what I found about doors closing and all this other stuff, not a lot of times that's not a bad thing, because what happened in my life is as these doors were closing, I was forced to go in another direction. I had to go right, I had to go left, and it's like being in a maze and you run into a brick wall. It's like, no, I was supposed to go this way. No, there's another way out. You just have to find it and keep pushing and pressing. So all you need is that one yes. One yes.
All right, so yeah, this is a perfect prayer. That said, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.